Ah, okay. Sorry. Hey, it's been over a month, I guess. I've been meaning to I've been meaning to stream more, but looks like I kind of failed. Looks like I kind of failed at that. I meant to do more of December, but only did like one or attempt or so. Anyway, as you can probably tell from this, we are. I'm gonna go ahead and play some Super Mario Brothers. Partially because this is the 40th anniversary. This year is going to be the 40th anniversary of of Super Mario Brothers, and more importantly, I have not beat this game, and so I am going to go ahead and give this like an honest try. So, but what I mean by honest try, in case you might think the graphics like look a tad off, this is like as a lot of the stuff is actual hardware, but the game is kind of. Mm, but yeah, I guess like the way it goes isn't quite the most faithful. Anyway, uh, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and start. So or go. Okay. Is the audio coming through? Just a minute. I need to hear. I mean, I can hear myself, but not the game. I mean, I can hear myself, but not the game. I mean, I can hear myself, but not the game. Oh, there's a bit of an echo because of the thing. Yeah, I'm not hearing the game. Huh. Yeah, I'm not hearing the game. Huh. Sorry if you hear the what? Sorry if you hear the. Let's see, HDMI 2. Yeah, there should have been audio. Hmm. Oh, now I hear it. Okay. Do I even? You know what? Just. Okay. Realize. Sorry. There's something. Sorry. Part of the something obscuring like the lower left or lower right. So. Okay. But yeah, I've been meaning to stream more. And I just been doing this as a flash stream partially because Mario. Well, Mario One is not very quick. Well, it's a very quick game, but it's not very. How do I put it? Feels like it's probably the most likely to be to be something for like a flash stream of just trying to stream using this, in case you're new to the stream, for anyone watching, a flash stream is basically something where I play. Where I play for like. Here, I'll turn around the. Oh. Anyway, it's where I play for about or stream for about an hour, and it's whatever. I guess it's kind of just like whatever, and usually flash streams aren't scheduled on certain days. So, just it's just this is just the I want to stream. I'm gonna I want to do this. And anyway, but yeah, how do I? Okay, so that's the this is that's the coin one. Anyway, um, but yeah, I have been. But yeah, I had like this idea, like what a while ago. Like I wanted to, I've wanted to stream. And I wanted to just like figure out like what to do. I guess I figured since it was the 40th anniversary of this year's the 40th anniversary, and this has that I have not actually beat this. I thought I would give it some attempt. And okay, and as I said, this is actual hardware, so just gonna keep running through this. Probably not gonna try to kill the spines, but not Lakitu, because most of the time I try to go for Lakitu, I get hurt, or I just get hurt trying to rush through this, I guess. Anyway. I guess I just figured that I'd try and stream this because I don't know. I guess this was like the idea that won out in my head. So yeah, since I haven't, so yeah, just hope everyone has been having a good time lately. Me, I'm, I can't really say that it's been like totally bad, but it guess it could have been a lot better. God. But yeah, I haven't beaten this game. It's really hard. I have this as the honest attempt because I'm playing on actual hardware, which means no save states and stuff. So yeah, this is okay. So we've got to be fair. I really should be fair. If I put my other stuff in this, if I remember, the time for this is very, you don't have a whole lot of time in this, so should probably. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm not even 100% sure this is. How did that miss? Okay. Okay. So that. Okay, so let's figure. Okay. Okay. Okay, so there. Okay, so there we go. Um, I am. Yeah. So yeah. Despite that, I am going to use the continue thing, which if you didn't know, you hit A and start. You hold down A while you press start when doing that, and you start to and you start at the next, or start at the first part of the world that you died at. So anyway, anyway, so this is. Ah, this is. I know time's running out, but okay. So we're at 8:2 now. Okay. Well, did not realize I could jump too late there. Okay. So, yeah. No, did not do. I hate that jump. Yeah. Anyway, so I might. Okay. So I know I say that these are usually about an hour. I don't know if I'm going to do the full hour of this because, well, as it's Mario, and this is something that's been frustrating me for 40 years trying to get this. As I trying to, I'm actually trying to. I'm pretty sure I've never gotten to 8-4. I'm not 100% sure I got to 8-3. As it's, sometimes I can get to 8-2. Sometimes it's just me bashing my head on 8-1 like I have been. I am not very good at video games. like all of them. Like I'm not good. I'm not good at 2D platformers, 3D platformers. Uh, easy like I guess I'm decent at RPGs, but I don't know. It's very weird since I come from a time since I come from a time when games were just like super hard like this, and they did not and so basically just had like the I often just had like a mm, thing that you're not supposed to be when I or that I'm games are I, I grew up with things that games should be too difficult, or the games are probably going to be too difficult for me to actually beat, but uh, I really don't. Um, I, I really, because it's just I don't know. I mean, most people know that old video games are hard, and I know there's a lot of accessibility in uh, in this day and age, but at the same time, there's also there is still somewhat of a stigma of I mean, not necessarily playing on the hardest difficulty, but just playing on a normal difficulty, and so yeah. Mm, like I'm pretty sure there's like people who could probably boast like I could beat lost levels without dying once, and I'm like, good for you. You are much better at video games than I don't know, just about everyone, I guess. I don't think I can even get through like the first world in lost levels. Anyway, but yeah, I'm how do first off, I think I don't know if if this is just like the talk and why does it do that? It like goes past the Goom, like the shell somehow goes past the Goombas sometimes. Anyway, um, just I don't know. So part of the reason that I had honest attempt is is that I wanted to separate this from any potential thing of using an emulator or something with save states because I don't know. It's just doesn't seem very. Uh, I don't know. I guess it seems somewhat counterintuitive how to how these usually play out, or how it is like. It feels like it's not. It's you know. It's yeah. Because it's like it just feels like it's kind of an added kind of something that people like. It still doesn't make there's still difficulty, but you're not worrying about. But like I guess if I ever get to it, maybe something where I don't have to keep doing the save state. I could just like keep. I could just keep going on. I could just keep going with a power up. Might make things easier. I don't know. I spend so much time in this as the uh, as the small Mario. I don't really. That jump. Anyway, uh, anyway, this. So yeah. Okay, I think some of the responsiveness on this controller isn't very good, or at least the start button is, because there's a couple times where I've tried to hit start and it doesn't. So. Uh, okay. But yeah, yeah. I honestly, there's probably there, so there's probably a lot of like stuff I want to do with the channel, but I really don't know what. Mm, so basically, so I so I think so I did go to MagFest earlier this month, and I was considering showing off some of the games there, but I don't know. I just the other thing is that I am very much into miniature gaming, and so I might somehow figure out something to like stream playing against myself, since I don't really have anyone else to play the games I have. Anyway, okay, how do we? Also, in case you're ever wondering why I don't like tweet out all the stuff. Well, first off, I don't really tweet out like the or mention all the stuff for Flash streams. And second, yeah, I I don't know. I mean, I just looking at the thing. There's no viewers, so oh, I guess that unfortunately that takes time, and which is something I don't really have. You don't really have a lot of on this level. Anyway, okay, now we're at this. Cleared. Yeah, cleared it. Okay. No. Okay. In all honesty, I really don't know uh, how well like save states are would even do. Like maybe I could get to uh, maybe it would be a more constant one thing, but I still feel like I would flail and mm, flail and die even if I had like even if I had like the all the hits, and or even if I had like infinite lives and all that, or because yeah, this is hard. I am I'm very bad at games, so mm, it's it's also part of the reason why I kind of iffy about streaming. uh, Nobody watches because like nobody watches me. Nobody cares. I don't want to spend like a bunch of energy. Okay. I don't want to spend like a bunch of energy trying to get people to watch me when they don't. You know, it's easier for me. It's easier for me to stream if I just do it off the cuff like this. How did that one not hit me? Anyway, but yeah. I guess this has been almost like sort of a weird like state of the stream thing. So in short, I want to continue. There is a part of me that wants to continue streaming, but uh, admittedly, there's also a part that wants to give, that just kind of wants to like give up and realize that I'm not going to, like it's not going to be. Although I think ultimately what the thing should be is, although ultimately I think the main compass thing is asking, is this fun? And so, if the answer is that this is not fun, then maybe I shouldn't stream. But and that's probably why I tend to not tweet out the stuff or because it put it gives sort of a false hope, and the false hope really puts a lot of strain on me that people are not going, that I'm saying please watch my stream, and then people just don't. They watch pretty much everyone but me. I don't know. I guess ultimately one of the things I've been at, is who cares if I stream? Uh, Ultimately, the answer is just I care. You know, I realize there is some fun in streaming, but at the same time, sometimes I realize I'm probably never going to make affiliate. I'll probably never make anything. This will never really lead to anything spectacular or pretty much like anything other than just me talking to myself, just playing. No one. I'm just. It's just me, and if if I realize it's just me and just go under that assumption, it becomes a little more liberating in that in that I don't feel like I'm very how do I want to put this? Excuse me. Pause. I'll yeah, that was anyway. I'll just sorry. I'm gonna sit. Just here. Let me mute. Sorry about that. Just had felt like a sneeze coming on. Anyway, so yeah, this is yeah. I really don't know So I guess that's kind of why I've been talking between like not streaming and not. Because you know, it, I guess if I because when I go in with an expectation that I'm streaming to people and then no one shows up, I guess it just really seems very it seems fairly hollow. Whereas if I just stream, like I'm doing like I'm doing today, and just don't tell anyone, just do that and just do a quick flash stream. That it's a little easier for me to mm, do stuff like that. So yeah. I also realize that I'm probably being a little more talkative than I usually am, which probably has something. Uh, paw. Okay. Sorry, had to take care of something. Um, but yeah. Yeah, 40. Okay, yeah, probably just go for a few more attempts and then I will just go ahead and well, mm, yeah, just okay. But yeah, I just I really don't know um, what to. Mm, yeah, I kind of just don't know what exactly I want to do. What way I want to take this channel because yeah, no one, no one, yeah, because no one else really cares. Just most of the posts I get are just like bots, which is why I kind of enabled like a anti-bot stuff, which kind of just had to like confirm. Um, I probably shouldn't do this. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna be honest. Part of the reason I was kind of iffy on, uh, part of the reason I was doing this was what was sort of was sort of a gambit thing to see if a friend who was streaming would raid me. Of course they didn't raid. Of course they didn't because they wouldn't. But anyway, I mean they don't have to. Mm, but yeah, just I don't know. I just feel very. I guess that's the other part of things that. Excuse me. Anyway, I just I don't know. It's like there's a community and all, but that of stuff I'm I'm from, but if I did, but yeah, just mm, pretty much goes back to like the assumption thing. Like, if I the more I assume something will happen, the more I feel like an ass because I'm like, you did not, um, because like they like my friend didn't have to raid me, and it would have been nice. It would have been nice to have been chosen over everyone else, but they didn't. They chose someone. They likely chose someone else to raid, and so mm, that's that's honestly kind of a parallel to like a lot of my life. I'm nobody's choice. Like, okay, but yeah, I really don't. Yeah, I know I will stream, but I really don't. And I said, I might do another version of this where I play it on either NSO or something with where I can save state, but in all honesty, I don't. That's not necessarily a guarantee, and I don't know. Here's the interesting thing is I don't. Part of me thinks that it's not going to work. Part of me thinks that maybe that will be the beat, finally being it with that. But yeah, mm, I just really don't. Yeah, darn it, invincibility ran out. Okay, but yeah, we've been going for like 40. So okay, for about 40 minutes. Probably go ahead and do a couple more attempts at this before I sign off. I just want to do some. I want to do something about. I, mean, I just just want to try and make some more honest attempts at this before I try that, and then I might have that be a separate flash stream. If I do it online. Uh, but yeah, um, I guess so. Yeah, I guess one of the things they just realize is this stream for yourself. It sounds very odd. It sounds because you usually want to try to stream and be create content, create fun content and all, but no one. But when you get the idea that no one, that no one cares, that people would rather watch anyone else rather than you, it can really just it can get kind of grating. But yeah, which is part of why I have I want to just like try and experiment and find some find some sort of niche that people are going to watch for, and if they don't, that's I guess that's also fine. Just keep. But yeah, if no one's going to watch, then I don't see any reason to adhere to a schedule. So I guess streams will be a little more sporadic now, or a little less, because I feel like I'd be willing to, to do the normal like screen to have an actual schedule when I get like actual people who care. Um, but yeah, I just until then, I guess I'm just gonna probably do my own thing. It's easy to stream, you know. I mean, pretty much it's the way things are set up right now. I cannot believe I made that. Is it's easier right now. It's easier for me to stream. Uh, it's easy for the stream to be video games. That's kind of what it's. I have everything set up for. If I can somehow get like a setup, if I want to spend the money to try to do a setup for some tabletop, I wouldn't mind. Anyway, um, yeah. Sorry about this being like one huge rant about my streaming schedule and stuff, but yeah, it's it's probably why I haven't streamed so much. Is like just there just hasn't been any reason to other than like it's not uh, uh, there's definitely been the thought of like if you're going to stream, you have like or if no one's going to watch you, then there's no really need to absolute stream. And that's okay. Sorry about that. Sorry, I had to mute there. Mm, but yeah. Yeah, just one more. I'll do one more attempt and then call it. I just. I really. I don't know. Just really don't feel very. Just having the weird. Having a weird feeling of just not. It really kind of goes into the thing that it it kind of has a weird mixture of like it matters but it doesn't matter, or rather probably the other way around. Doesn't it doesn't matter whether or not I stream, but so there's no reason to stream, but but by the same token there's also no reason not to stream. Just really don't. I really don't know if the throat thing is because I'm coming down with something or because I'm talking when I usually don't talk. I just yeah. don't really have a lot of people in my life I that I talk with. So my voice isn't really used a lot. But yeah, I'll just call it there. Um, uh, I guess this is usually when people mention that they do a schedule of the week, but they're really well. Okay, I don't want to say that isn't the thing because there's a good chance that I will be on Okami of Games' stream, or I'll be on Retro Book Club Friday night at about 6 or 6:30 Pacific. But other than that, there might be flash streams in the between then. There might not be. Just depends on my attitude and everything. It's yeah. This is kind of hard. Anyway, I'm probably just gonna call it here. To I do I want to even try to let's see. Do I want to try and raid? Um. I let's see. It, there is one person live. Part of me wants to know like how many failed attempts if I raid to just do. But yeah, probably just gonna call it. Not that I couldn't, but I don't know. You know what? No, I'll go ahead and let's see. Here, we'll just go ahead and read Green Power Star, who's doing Dropsy, which is kind of an adventure or adventure thing. But anyway, I will see anyone when they are. But yeah, uh, so we will here. Let's just okay. Let's see. This is 250. Here. Let's just have that as the raid message. Well, here I think you. Here, sorry. That. Anyway. Anyway, I will see people when I see them. Until then, take care.
Hello. What a race today for draft here, guys. 50 minutes of failed attempts. Let's see what you were playing for context on that.